Y'all know it's VC, in-depth claims don't make sense. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss an upload. Now, Lexi responded to Royalty's Instagram post. Now, like I said before, all this bitter quarreling back and forth, it doesn't solve anything. All it does is make things spiral out of control and escalate, and it's not de-escalating the issue. CJ needs to step in at this point and tell, Lexi to cut it out. He needs to have a conversation with Royalty and tell her, cut it out. Let's just keep it cordial and amicable and move forward. But this is how co-parenting situations get completely destroyed.
Lexi goes on to post the pot calling the kettle black. If your toddler tells you their arm hurts for 2 days and they can't move it, are you going to tell them shut up, you're being dramatic, or take them to the doctor? Asking for a friend. End result, fractured bone. Then she states, I had a fractured hand before and it was horrible pain. Not taking your kid to get medical attention when they seriously need it is abuse. And how come it's always the hideous person inside and out coming for my looks? I never comment on how busted their face is or their life. Don't 30-plus-year-olds get creeped out about 20-year-olds for years now?
I gotta stop right there. Like I said before, when a situation like this goes beyond the children, it's messy. It's very carnal, and the main focus should be, okay, dad got the help that she needed. She was able to get the proper care. CJ did the right thing by taking her to the doctor. Royalty didn't think it was that serious. She mentioned that in her video. She said that, sometimes when, the kids be playing, they hurt themselves and then they keep carrying on. She did complain about it, but she didn't see it that serious. And she know that she made a mistake with that because a fracture can turn into something else, but she admitted to it. And then CJ said at the end of the day, he didn't want it to spiral out of control, but we know that he likes to hide his hand. We know that. But allowing Lexi to get involved and then Royalty going back and forth with Lexi, it's creating a very bitter situation. This is what happens when two people haven't really gotten over each other. That's all that is. When it's unfinished business, you run into a situation where people come for a person's looks. Talking about things that are literally away from the issue at hand. Because the primary issue was Dea with an arm fracture, her getting the proper care. At the end of the day, you have a discussion, you move forward, you say, hey, you know what? If the kids are complaining about something, I have kids. I know a lot of people have kids that watch the channel. If you know that your kid and is going through something that potentially could have got worse, you have a conversation with the other parent. You let them know the severity and how you may feel because perspectives are different in life. And as long as y'all on the same accord, move forward. But all this, it seems very bitter that everybody's coming for each other's looks. Because now the kids ain't even involved no more. It's just about stupidity. That's all it's about. It's dumb.
Please don't take advice from people that can't even hold down their own fort. Back to 1 week on, 1 week off. People can't be trusted. Should have shut your mouth. Now I'm thinking the 1 week on, 1 week off is the agreement that she has with CJ. Maybe since Royalty moved a little further out, she may have asked to change from maybe weekly to monthly or maybe every 2 weeks. So then Royalty goes and posts some messages that CJ actually sent her. So these are messages between Lexi and CJ, but he took a screenshot and...
Now, at the end of the day, I did not know that in the prior video that I posted. That's why when I read these messages, I didn't really know. I didn't know who she was really speaking with. But now that I know it's CJ and Lexi, then he sent it to Royalty. That is extremely messy. Like I said before, CJ would throw a rock and hide his hand. And that's why things will escalate and get out of control because he plays both sides. He's double-minded. I've been saying this for a minute now. Watch all my videos. That CJ is super emotional, unstable, and he will say things that don't really correlate to anything. No validity to it. And if you take it for what it's worth and understand that this guy is just emotional, he's just, he just throws things out there. You wouldn't take him serious. But Since people love to play into the game of his, they get caught up in the mess. And that's all it is.
Sent it to Royalty, then Royalty posted it on Instagram. So now CJ texts Lexi, I'm actually concerned about you and your obsession with the twins' mom. Then Lexi responds with, she keeps on talking on my name. What the F you talking about? She just texted you about me. Has nothing to do with me. She always talking about my food in the comments on the fan pages live. What the F you mean? So CJ being messy sent the screenshot to Royalty like I stated, but not only did he send Royalty text messages between him and Lexi, he sent Lexi text messages between him and Royalty. So then Lexi goes and posts those messages. So CJ is in the blue, Royalty's the black. So CJ states, repurposing old content. How am I using you? I'm not throwing dirt on your name or trying to make lies up to tarnish your clout. Use your brain. I'm helping you out every time I post anything old. Royalty states, I don't need you to do ish for me. You ain't throw dirt now. Then she states, post content of your new life with your carpet walker. CJ responds with, let's drop the petty arguing. I'm here with our kids and she's being seen. Then he states, what is the deal with you and this carpet walker talk? That's kind of weird coming from you. You ran the carpet scene, robbing any and everybody. You have no room to talk. Then Royalty responds with, or should I say, OnlyFans companion. So again, Lexi posted this onto Instagram and she stated, but you brought my name up days ago. Then I'm guessing she got kind of upset with CJ for sending Royalty those messages because she states, one thing I don't do is play both sides. Even when it comes to boxing, I'm picking one side. To me, that's fake. So now Royalty did post a video explaining what happened on her.
Yeah, that's what I did in my last video. And at the end of the day, like I said before, CJ is extremely messy. He been doing this with Nike and Royalty and then throwing Lexi into the mix. He's been doing this for a very long time. And I don't understand why people don't realize the games that he plays. He loves to get people riled up in confusion. And only an individual that is toxic would do things like this. If you truly want your kids to have a great co-parenting situation, that's on both sides. Don't bring toxicity into a situation that is unhealthy for the children. Because at the end of the day, the twins don't deserve it. Even royalties kids don't deserve it. At the end, it's really, it's condescending. Coming from a place of care, but you're being manipulative at the same time. That is not what the twins need. That's not what anyone needs in this situation. Because both people at this point, royalty is basically, doing certain things like with the number leak, with the other situation that could have been avoided. And then now this situation, CJ over here sharing text messages between both of them. It's like it's messy. Everything needs to be calmed down and took it off the internet and need to have a conversation in private. And everyone needs to get on the same page. Alexi's going to be in his life. It's been years now. Unfortunately, people can keep calling her this and that. Third, it's been years. This is going up on some years now, 2 or 3 years. I don't know how many. 2 or 3 years. One of them. At this point, she been around longer than some people been in any relationship. So they just need to have a conversation, be cordial, understand what's going on. Like I said, Lexi do be overstepping her boundary sometimes, but CJ has to learn how to not create chaotic situations and expect people to act cordial with each other. Let me know what you guys think about in the comments. This shit crazy, man. I'm up.